The science fiction action movie Inception was released in 2010. It was directed by Christopher Nolan, who was inspired by late 90s sci-fi films like Dark City and The Matrix. He originally saw Inception as a horror film, but he ultimately decided to make it a heist film. He first pitched the idea to Warner Brothers in the early 2000s when he made Insomnia for them. They approved, but it took Nolan several years to write a version of the screenplay that he was satisfied with. Also, he wanted more experience directing big-budget films. Nolan decided he was finally ready to make Inception after he made The Dark Knight, which came out in 2008. Leonardo DiCaprio was cast in the lead role. Nolan had wanted to work with him for years. The two spent a long time discussing the screenplay. Inception was finally released in the summer of 2010, and it became a massive success, both with critics and at the box office. It won several Academy Awards, and it was nominated for Best Picture. I think it ranks among Nolan's best work. In Inception, Dom Cobb and his partner Arthur, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, are professional thieves who are able to do corporate espionage by using dream-sharing technology to go into people's subconscious and getting information. Dom is a widow who is haunted by memories of his wife, Mal. In dreams, she becomes real and terrorizes Dom and his co-workers. Since Dom is a criminal, he is unable to go to his home country, America, and he has not seen his kids in a long time. A Japanese businessman, Sato, played by Ken Watanabe, tells him that he can get him back to America if he completes a mission for him. The mission requires going into the mind of Robert Fisher, played by Cillian Murphy, the heir to a company that Sato wants to destroy. For the mission, Dom and Arthur recruit Eames, played by Tom Hardy, a skilled forger. To design the dreamscapes, Dom goes to Ariadne, played by Elliot Page, a graduate student in the class of his father-in-law Stephen, played by Michael Caine. When they start the mission, they find that it will be a lot more dangerous than any of them realized. Inception has an amazing screenplay. It is very complex. Like some of Nolan's other films, it could require more than one viewing to fully understand everything. It is interesting to see the different dreams the characters must go through on their mission. There are many great action scenes throughout. One of the best scenes involves a train. There are also some good shootouts. The cast is impressive. Leonardo DiCaprio is excellent as Dom, who is flawed in many ways, but loves his kids and does the mission to get back to them. Marion Cotillard is equally good as Mal. She works as a femme fatale. Tom Hardy is very good as Eames, a James Bond type. Joseph Gordon-Levitt does fine work as Arthur, Dom's partner. I also really enjoyed Michael Caine's small role. I give Inception 4 stars out of 4. I think it is amazing. For another great Christopher Nolan movie, there is Oppenheimer. You can see my review of that film here. What is your favorite Nolan film? Please let me know below. Thank you so much for watching this.